Hey guys, this is Jesse with Sara Bay Marina, and this is the WorldCat 280CC-X. So why don't you guys come on board for a few minutes and we'll take a walk around, show you all the features and exciting things about this boat. We're going to take a look at the 280CC-X today. This is a boat from WorldCat. It's a fantastic boat. This is one of the first boats they built with the new three-piece hull and the new type of construction. So it's you know, with this type of construction, they're really able to push the interior out. You can see under the gunnels, you got really a lot of room in this boat. It's really just got a ton of space for a 28-footer. But we'll kind of start on the back and just work our way forward. So this boat right here, we've got the twin Mercury 225s. That's the maximum amount of engine you can have on this boat. And WorldCat does Yamaha or Mercury, so you have your choice. This is one of the best ladders in the business. You know, you can't beat that when you're at a sandbar. You see how huge this thing is, so just real easy to get up on the boat. You know, I've been on boats with those little tiny stainless steel ladders, and it's like torture trying to climb up that thing. So you got the walk-through right here, which is real easy to go on and off the boat. This seat right back here is pretty neat. This thing flips up right underneath the gunnels, so if you're fishing or something, you need a little more room. It doesn't take up any space at all. So this boat actually has two options for behind the helm chair for this console. One of the options is a kind of larger console that doesn't have any seating, and it has a real deep live bait well, a little cutting board, and some tackle storage. This one's kind of unique. This is a new feature WorldCat's offering with the mezzanine seat. So you have a rear-facing seat that you know, you can flip the bolsters up out of the way, so you have more room to walk around fish. But then you can also flip the bolsters down and have a great place to sit here and you know, just have some fun on the back of the boat if you're out at the sandbar that day. If you flip the bolsters up and you got, you know, plenty of room to walk around fish, but you still retain, you know, obviously having a nice live bait well. It's just a little bit longer now instead of taller, so you still got your live bait for your fishing. As you move forward on this boat, a lot of great things to look at. One interesting little option, WorldCat gives you these little quick release fender holders, so you can put your bumpers or fenders on there so you don't have to use your cleats for that. You know, a year or two back, WorldCat redid all their interiors and they got this great new vinyl with the diamond stitching. It really looks fantastic. And flip up armrests, you can flip those up out of the way. You got the bolsters that flip down, you can jump up top there and sit on top of it, or you can just flip them up and, you know, lean against that. So if you want to use it as a leaning post. Right up here at the helm, we have, on this boat, it comes standard with twin 12-inch Garmin screens, which can be used for, you know, your chart plotter, your sonar, everything like that. This boat, interestingly, has a digital switching system on it. So you see I've got that up right now, where you can go in here, turn all your lights on and off, and many different functions on the boat. With the Mercuries here, what WorldCat's doing this year is they're using the Optimus digital steering system. So this boat is essentially ready for a joystick, even though it doesn't have one right now. So when you order it from the factory, you can either order it with the joystick or you can order it without, but when it's equipped with this digital steering, you can always add it in the future. So if you're not sure you want it, you can just, you know, go ahead and add that, you know, later on down the road. So this box right here is your fish box on this boat. So these have diaphragm pump outs, so you can pump these boxes out if you got any fish scales or anything in there. You can see it's actually got a nice area for your fishing rods as well. So if you want to put your fishing rods in there and lock this box up, you can do that, you know, in case you got to stop somewhere that you don't want to leave them out. But you can also fold those up out of the way and then put a bunch of ice in there and use that as a fish box as well. And there's one on each side of the boat, so you have two huge boxes for your fish on this boat. And as you move forward, you can see on this boat, one of the nice things about the Cats is they're essentially, you know, big kind of squarish boats. So the front of these boats, just there's so much room because they carry their beam all the way forward, you know, and you just get so much more seating up here in the front of this boat as opposed to like a boat with a pointy nose, which just has a kind of usually a small area to sit up at the front of the boat. You have the forward-facing backrest. Obviously, you've got, you know, lots of cushions up here, plenty of space for a lot of different people. There is an option for a table up here as well. And you can see, I'll show you one of these boxes up front that, you know, they have lighting in it. These boxes are all insulated. So you actually have 1, 2, 3 insulated boxes up here underneath all the seats for storage, or you can put ice in them or whatever you want. And underneath the gunnel, they've got a lot of nice touches. You have a nice little storage box here if you want to put your phone in there or anything that you're, you know, just keeping around. You got a nice outlet there to charge up your phone or charge up your iPad. And of course you got cup holders everywhere on this boat. And then forward here, one of the other new things they did on the CC-X series is the windlass now is, you know, integrated or concealed within the hull of the boat. So the anchor for this is underneath, you know, the nose of the boat. So your whole platform up here is nice and clean. If you're, you know, kind of athletic person, you want to go fish and kind of stand up here while you're fishing, you got a completely clean platform to stand up here and fish. And then you have the windlass down in here that motorizes your anchor up. Another great feature on this boat is the head. All the World Cats, I think except their smallest 23, all have a real electric marine head that's plumbed to the freshwater system. It's not using saltwater or raw water. So on the 28, what they did, which was really nice, is they put this front entry door on it. So you got so much more room to get in and out of there instead of having to go through in a side entry. So nice little teak sole there, and you have your real, you know, porcelain toilet with the electric head. Hey guys, appreciate you coming out today. Thanks so much for looking through some of the features on this 280CC-X World Cat. We just kind of touched on a few things today, but there's so much more to learn. You know, feel free to come by Sara Bay Marina, give us a call. We're happy to set up a demo ride for you so you can see what these things are all about. The ride is incredible on these. That's probably the biggest selling point. But we're happy to show you all about them, and thanks for hanging out and watching our video today.